Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is the pinnacle of my childhood, and I'm nothing close to a skater boy or a fan of skating. But after randomly getting my hands on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and never giving it back to the person who lent it to me, I was hooked, and I had to get my hands on the sequel when it dropped in the year 2000. The Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games provided a unique experience that consisted of 3 things that were important in the year 2000, providing experiences that we weren't privy to in our normal lives, such as being a badass skateboarder, which was a popular thing at the time. 2, making that fun and bringing a sense of exploration in the levels provided, which we will touch on in a sec. And 3, the most important thing, is a banging soundtrack. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 did that well, but Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 did it way better. First of all, the game allowed you to play as popular famous skateboarders such as Tony Hawk's, Bob Burnquist, Kareem Campbell. I know you ain't heard of any of these people outside of Tony Hawk, don't worry, I know, but they were known around the time. They all had secret moves as well. You could also play as a custom character and a few secret characters such as Officer Dick. Okay. This random buff thing with a panty showing a little bit, and a super secret character that I'm going to talk about at the end. Character selected, you got to find some cool places to flex your kickflips and indies. Well, in this game you can visit various places such as a hangar, a school, a skate street Ventura, which I'm sure is a real skate place, Skate Heaven, which is a skate park in space, and the unforgettable Bullring with a literal bull running around the skate park, pooping everywhere. It even has a loop-de-loop. The game also has a level editor, which I'll show later too. All levels in the campaign mode had collectibles to collect and interactive parts of the map, like opening up new areas by grinding on them or helping a helicopter take off by grinding on that. So what's left? The soundtrack. When replaying the game recently, I still remember all the tunes in the game singing along all 23 years later. We have some absolute slappers from Papa Roach, watch your back because the next man is coming, Public Enemy, Naughty by Nature, finally, here we are. If a good are the 3, follow me, it ain't far. And who could forget When Worlds Collide by Power Man 5000.
What is it really? What's going on here? You got the system for total control.
When you're cruising around listening to these bangers, they get engraved into your soul, man. Anyway, who is the secret character that was secretly put in the game that wasn't a random rumor on the World Wide Web? Wink wink. No one other than Peter Parker himself, Mr. Spider-Man. It was so cool to see a superhero doing tricks and grinding like he was part of the crew, even doing tricks with his webbing. There we go. The last thing I want to touch on is the level editor. It was decent for an added extra for a game in the year 2000. It came with loads of preloaded levels that some bozos created for the game. A bit scary though, as some levels had spikes and ways of dying. Poor Spider-Man. Anyway, were you kick flipping and face planting back in the day? If so, let me know in the comments, man. If not, Officer Dick will come for you. Thanks for watching. Retro SDX out.